let's get started. As always, first things first, let's bait up the swim a little and get those pike in the area. Okay, future Danny, roll the setting up time lapse. Well, good morning. Welcome back to the DanGoesOutdoors YouTube channel. If you're new around here, have a think about subscribing. I pump out loads of videos. At least I have been recently because I've been fishing a lot. But yeah, I'm on a big gravel pit and I'm fishing for pike. And I'm doing things a little bit differently. I'm freelining, which I know some people are a bit concerned about. So I'll show you later how I set that up and how I make it extra safe. But yeah, for now, I've got 2 baits out in a lovely looking spot that I baited up. So fingers crossed, we'll catch a fish. About an hour's passed, so it's time to recast both rods. I tend to recast quite regularly when fishing like this because the pike can just be sat in one spot, not really willing to move unless you put the bait quite close to it. Well, unfortunately nothing in this first spot. I gave it about 3 hours. I cast around a lot and didn't get any bites, but not to worry. I baited up 2 other spots further up, so we'll go try them now. Here I am in spot number 2. I'm going to try change a bait here. I was using little blueies in the last spot, but I like small sea baits here, so I'm going to try a little herring on one rod and a mackerel tail on the other. It's a bit of a different spot this. It's kind of just like one deep hole out there, and I've actually never caught a pike from here before, but I know a big one was caught here once. It's a sort of spot that just must hold a fish in it every now and again. So yeah, we'll give it a go. Here I am in my 3rd and final swim. As predicted, nothing happened in swim number 2, but I've already got 1 rod out. So what I'm going to do is, as promised, I'm going to show you how I freeline these baits and what I do with my rods to set them up so I see the bite to begin with and I don't deep hook any fish, which is the main concern people have with their freelining dead baits at pike. I've got you on a chest rig for the casting portion of this. So there's my bait there, mackerel tail on a trace. Simple bait. They're like small sea baits in here, so that'll work well. And what you've got to do is cast it almost like you cast a waggler float, because you've got to get that main line sunk really quickly, otherwise it'll just get dragged out of position, especially on a windy day like today. There we go, hoof that out, and when it hits the water, trap the line so it's nice and tight, stick the rod tip under the water and draw it back. You can wind it back if you like, but today it seems to be doing it itself. And if I hold the line, I'll feel the bait sinking, and when it reaches the bottom the line will just fall slack, which it just has. There we go. So now I know it's on the bottom. So my bait is on the bottom out there, and I use a very light bobbin, no weight on that at all, to just keep the line tight. So I put that on, and we're just going to very slowly tighten down to the hook bait. But take your time with this, because if you pull too hard and you move the bait, you'll drag it into weed. There we go, the bobbin is held up just under its own weight. So I'm going to put the line in the clip on the rod. Put the volume on and crank the sensitivity up on the alarm. So as I said, the main thing that people worry about is not seeing the bite in the first place and the pike deep hooking themselves. But you got to remember, there is now nothing between my bite alarm and the hook bait. So whatever happens, if a fish moves away, I know about it. If fish comes back towards me, I know about it. And this is not like fishing with drop-off indicators or whatever. You can't switch off doing this, because when you get a bite, you need to be really on it quickly. The pike can swallow the bait. I mean, they can do with any other rig, but especially when freelining with nothing on the line, they can quickly put that bait down their gob. So make sure you're watching your bobbins, listening out, don't switch off, and yeah, you won't deep hook any fish. You might also be asked, we're away. Bite. Here's a bite, boys. Waste no time and strike. Yes, we're into one. Come on. Oh, might be an all right fish, this one. Oh, it is as well. Spin you around. She's out there. Oh, it's no monster, but a decent pike. Get it in the net quick. Yes! Come on! Here we go, not a bad pike this. Still a jack, but you know, a double on here is a massive fish, so I'm really happy. There we go. In fact, the second treble wasn't even in at all. Lovely long jack, that one. Really dark in here because the water's so clear, and freezing cold. This fish is like an ice cube. It is Baltic today, although the sun's out. It's no more than 3-4 degrees. When I set off this morning, it was 1 degree. So yeah, really cold day. And these bright conditions. I was just about to say to you guys, I don't think it's going to happen today, but you know, shut up, Danny. There's a nice fish. Right, might get a couple of snaps of this one and then put it back. Here we go, just putting back our little pike. Let him go, let him grow. It's kicking, so we'll just drop the net and let it be on its way. Oh, nice little pike. You know, looking at that fish in the water, you'd think it was 9 or 10 pounds, but more like 4 or 5. So that fish came really close in. You can see we've got quite steep banks here, and the margins are the same, but really drop off here. So I just put my bait a few rod lengths over that, and that's where I caught it. That was on a small herring, so I'm going to try a mini bluey again this time. They're really good baits. Just because it didn't work in the first spot doesn't mean I don't think they'll work here. I think it's more of a location thing on here. If you can get it near a fish, they'll take it. So yeah, let's drop this one just down that edge. I'm back up to 2 rods, and all my gear is all over the place, and I'm sorry you probably didn't get the best angle of that fight, because I just wasn't expecting a bite. I'll still get my little station set up. But yeah, I was just about to explain why I freeline. So the big thing on this lake is it's so weedy. I'd say 99% of where you cast is going to have some sort of weed on it, if not loads of it. You're ranging from just a few inches of silkweed right up to 7 or 8 foot of Canadian. So yeah, it is awful to present a bait ledgered or even drift on a float, something like that. And I just came to the idea of freelining. One day I actually caught a fish accidentally freelining. I was wobbling a bait, a boat came by. They do let boating on here sometimes, so I put my rod down for a while, and as I was just watching the line holding the rod, a fish took it, and something went off in my brain, and I thought, you know what, next time I come I'm going to do that on both rods. So I did, and I caught something like 7 fish that day. So it was like a proper light bulb moment, like this is what to do in weedy lakes. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on all places. If there's too much tow, or if it's too exposed, too windy, even too deep, it just doesn't seem to work. You don't get the right presentation, the bait swings back towards you too much. But on shallowish up to sort of 10-12 foot smaller venues, this is about as big as I'd like to use this sort of method on. It works really well. You've just got to remember to set the rods up like I said, you know, with the lightweight bobbins, and yeah, don't switch off like you would. Just because using bite alarm doesn't mean you can fall asleep. You've got to be on them quickly, and yeah, really tighten down quick and set those hooks. Yeah, I'm really happy I've caught on a day where it's not very pike-like conditions. So I'm going to sit back now, maybe catch another one, and enjoy the day. That's a bite. Big drop back bite, so I'm tightening up myself. Yep, that fish is still there, so we're going to wind down and strike. And we're in. Another nice jack. Spin you around. We are not fighting today. The water is so cold. In the net, as easy as that. They really aren't fighting. But it's splashing away now, but this water is so cold, they just can't do anything. Here's fish number 2, even smaller than the first one, but really nice dark fish again. Quite skinny these ones, I need to start eating something. The main thing they're eating here I think is small perch, at least that's what I see a lot of. Yeah, gorgeous little thing. Right, let's slip it back. Well, this fish decided to eat my net, but luckily it's small enough to get handed back in. Oh, I'll spin you over. Just holding it upright for a little while. There it goes. That was another fish from just over the marginal shelf here, so I think I'm going to put another mini bluey back on that spot. And since all my bites have been close in, I think I better bring that right hand rod closer in now and maybe drop it over the marginal shelf, but to the right hand side of the swim maybe. Let's waste no time. Oh, and we're in. Come on. Let's have one fight a bit. Just a big gob coming out of the water. Oh, it's weedy, this one. I don't know about you, but that's no monster. Let's get in there. I would hand them out, but the bank's quite high here, quite steep. Come on, in you go. Yeah, nice. Well, there it is, fish number 3, smallest of the day, this one. And yeah, they're gorgeous pike in here. I wish there were more big ones in here, but there's just a lot of fish like this, and they're great on a cold day. Get you some bites, get the rod pen. Wonderful. Right, let's pop this one back. Once again, just using a net to release this fish. It's kicking a lot, so we'll just let it go. Lovely, easy as that. Well, since we're struggling for size today, fish that is, not me, I'm going to put out a bigger hook bait. So whole herring this time, see if that makes any difference. So the winning spot, 3 bites, 3 fish in a row, has just been a few rod lengths over the marginal shelf. Whoosh. There we go, that's it. Easy as that today. The sun has just about set on us now. I could probably stay another 30-40 minutes if I wanted to, but I'm making my famous meatballs tonight, which are a bit of a labour of love, so I better get back there and get them cooking. We got 3 bites today and hooked all 3 of them, which is great proof that what I'm doing works, and that concept of baiting up a few spots and fishing your way back to the car, freelining all of them, you know, it's a brilliant tactic and it works on loads of different still waters. Anyway, I better shoot off, but thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and yeah, good luck out there guys. See you next time.